Yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Fade, and you'll listen to Attack of the Beats on IllMuzik.com. 5 beats, 5 reviews, that's what I do. And just to let you know that next week we've got the Beat This competition coming up. So make sure you check out that. Just go to the Beat Battles page, Beat This, and then you can check it out and see. It's actually no theme this time, so that means it's going to be very tough as usual, but it's going to be very tough because when there's no theme, that means there's all kinds of styles coming at you. So if you want to compete, make sure you bring that heat. All right, so first up, we've got DJ IllMuzik. I think that's how you say it. Kisses, Kisses. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was DJ IllMuzik with Kisses, Kisses. So for this beat, it actually really fits the title. Yeah, definitely. But it's a nice beat, though. I like it. The synth is really good. It's got a nice sound to it, right? A nice texture, a nice tone to it. And everything else fits very well with it. The drums and everything. And you have the... I like how you use the space because, first of all, you got the kick, which is in stereo, which is... I don't recommend that a lot of times, but it depends on the type of beat. And this is the type of beat where it actually really is good, So the fact that you have them in stereo, it sounds good. It's just that just be careful. I mean, it thumps a little bit strong, but overall it's really good. Just be careful though when you do it in stereo, and because I've heard plenty of beats where people just they don't really pay attention to the levels, and especially when you have it stereo, that means it's basically doubled up in a way, right? So. It's gonna be loud, but anyway, in your case, it was pretty good. And like I said, the synth really smooth. The shaker pan right, that's dope. But the triangle dead center, that was the thing. I was like, no, definitely put that pan at left because it's too strong in the middle. I find, it's too like a little bit overwhelming or whatever. So try to just pan that on the left and all that. But overall, it's a dope beat. It's smooth. And maybe you could add a little something else to it, maybe just, bring it up a little bit, like when you have the little breakdown part where you take the percussion out, maybe add something else to it, whatever. But overall, it sounds really good, and it's nice and smooth. All right, so next up, we've got These Beats with Nightcap. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was These Beats with Nightcap. All right, so that's a really smooth piano. I really like that. I'm a sucker for piano, and you can't go wrong with piano. You just really can't. But in this case, yeah, it's a nice piano. It sounds really dope. The drums are on point. The kick was, I would say, it's borderline. Not gonna say distorted, but it's up there. I would bring down the tone, like the volume of the kick, just slightly, maybe like a decibel or something. But overall, it sounds really good. And I like that you had the change up about halfway through. You took out the piano. And it sounds like maybe it's a piano in reverse or something, but it sounds really dope. And then when you bring it back in with the piano, that's really, really smooth. Although, though, I would like to hear the piano part, like the part where you have the piano, with something else on top. So then towards the end, then I hear a bit of guitar on top, and I was like, I want to hear more of that. So maybe have that, like a bit of guitar with the piano at one point throughout the beat. Maybe you do, maybe like you have a longer version, I don't know, but in this version I wanted to hear more of that, because as soon as I started to hear a bit of that guitar, I was like, that's even better, so I just wanted to hear more of that. But overall, it's a very, very smooth beat, and it's dope shit. All right, so next up we've got On a Calf with Guitar Melancholia. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was On a Calf with Guitar Melancholia. Or Melancholy, I don't know, whatever. So, it's this is good because I like the drums, I like the bass. They gel really well. Little bit vocal snippets here and everything. But the guitar, it just sounds like it's not quite in the right tune, right? It's not the right note necessarily. I mean, it just sounds a bit off. I mean, I don't know what you're using for bass, but I mean, it could be that, you just have to match it up with the bass, whatever notes you have on there. But sometimes you have instruments. It's interesting because you have instruments like guitar, for example, where it's hard to get, at least in my experience, hard to get the right note, sometimes. So I'll use some other instrument at first to see, what I can do with it. So for example, piano or keys or whatever, or strings or something, and try that first. Maybe then you could fix up the guitar. But then when you had the change up halfway throughout or towards the end of the beat, the change up, that sounded, of course, definitely on pitch, right, on tune. So I don't know. It sounds like it's the same guitar. It sounds like it's the same thing, whatever. So maybe you were keeping the same note for both. I don't know, but yeah, definitely the first part, I would say it's a bit out of tune. But the second part for sure was really, really dope. But overall, I like the mix though of everything. Everything sounds really, really good. And actually, really good job on the drums, especially nice and punchy, and especially those vocal snippets. That was a nice little addition. So, but just fix that little tune, man. All right, so next up we got the Sire Beats with Be My Guest. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was the Sire Beats would Be My Guest. Now this one is nice because it's a real head nodder. This one, and for me, especially the drums, like the way they move, the shuffle on it, especially the hat, right? The hats, the way they move and stuff, they sound really, really dope. It's just got a nice vibe overall. Especially the drums overall. But the piano is really, really dope. Of course, the bass line too, it fits really well. But the piano, it's nice, and especially how you have it, you bring it up a note and then back down at the end or whatever. That sounds really, really nice, And I think this beat would definitely shine more with vocals on top, because, many times I've had that on the show where there's beats that sound really, really good. Obviously, you're sending in instrumentals, but some beats are just really, really good, but on their own, they're good, but there's just something missing. And most of the time, it's like, an instrument is missing or something. But there's beats like this one where, it would definitely be a lot better with some vocals on top and all that. So definitely, if you're using this beat for something, get a rapper on top of it. If you're trying to sell it, I think it would definitely sell because it's got, like I said, it's got a nice vibe to it and it moves very well. So nice shuffle on that. But that's all it's missing really. But like I said, it's it's unfortunate, but that's all it's missing. I mean, you could add something else like maybe some strings, maybe for this style, maybe some horns. I don't know, but yeah. So it's great on its own, but definitely it would shine a lot more if you had some vocals on top as well. So make sure you get that done. All right. Okay. So next up, we've got the last beat. It's Chamba Beats with Lyrical Streets. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Chamba Beats, Lyrical Streets. The thing with this beat is, first of all, those drums hit really hard, man. I love it. They just hit really, really hard. And the music, it just sounds like it's in the wrong key. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? I mean, it's actually a good thing because, everybody listen to that beat again. Just go back, listen to that again. Because I'm picturing right away, this is like a perfect beat for like a movie or TV show. Just picture it. I'm listening to this, I'm thinking, I'm just picturing some boots walking on some concrete, and all of a sudden someone just starts blasting, right? And then, women are screaming, of course, and then, picking up their babies and running. Everybody's just running. Then you see like a shopping cart just, gets obliterated by a car or something. And then there's a basketball just rolling by, empty, just an empty playground and all that. I can just picture it with this kind of beat. So definitely, if you're looking to do something with this beat, try to shop it around for something like that, for like a TV show or something. I definitely think you could do something with that. But, the beat itself, yeah, very, very hard. The drums, like I said, everything just sounds like it's off key, which is okay. But as far as like having it for like for an MC on top of it, I don't know if it would necessarily fit. But this is the type of beat definitely for like for like TV, movie and stuff, And the only thing was the in the middle when you had the little change up and stuff, that was a little over the top, but still, like again, like I think it would definitely work for movies and TVs, but TV shows, but overall it hits hard, and I don't think you really need to change much, but except for that middle part when you change it up there. But other than that, it's a good beat. I like it. All right, so that's it for me. I'm Mr. Fade. This is Attack of the Beats. Keep sending your beats in, and I'll keep reviewing them. And my favorite beat is, the winner is, drum roll please, DJ IllMuzik with Kisses Kisses. Let's check it out.